Hi, good morning, good evening, wherever you are. Today I'm going to be a little Gyani and I'm going to be your spiritual doctor. This is a special video for people who are expecting or who have queries about pregnancy and those young couples who are planning or actually are in the process of having a kid. The question which is mostly confusing, rarely asked from a therapist is this: is intercourse or physical intimacy advisable during pregnancy? I know your physician, your gynecologist, has told you after the third month it is actually safe to indulge in physical intimacy or even have intercourse. But I don't want to talk about it from a physical body point of view. I want to talk to you from a perspective of an inner child therapist who has worked with more than 5,000 such cases. And unfortunately, I have some bad news to share, but I'm sure it is going to help you. Most my clients, when we have to go back and address the childhood issues, 90% of the times we have issues which are originating from the womb, which means when the child was in the womb, when it was just a fetus, clinically, but for us it is a child, it's a consciousness breathing within the mother. 90% of inner child issues are actually originating from there, and unfortunately a lot of them, especially with children who are aggressive, children who become rebellious, children who are also recluse, who do not like to interact, who find it difficult to make especially intimate connections, and have difficulty in trusting relationships, or they have very low self-esteem or self-up boundary, are the kids who were violated while they were in the womb, which means when the parents had intercourse. And especially if the intercourse was something which the mother didn't desire but submit to it just to please the husband, or to her thinking save the relationship, because she thought if I do not please or pleasure my husband, then maybe he would go somewhere else. These children have a deep sense of being violated. They are uncomfortable having intimate connections, and there is a underlying aggression, a passive aggressive behavior that we observe in them, which eventually results in relationship issues, lack of trust, low self-esteem and confidence, unhealthy boundaries, inability to say no, and many other things that are actually sub branches of these issues. It is very, very important to realize that the fetus inside of you is actually a soul, a consciousness breathing, and it is obviously continuously, consistently, diligently observing, feeling, and receiving all that you are going through. When the parents are intimate, especially during intercourse, the child does not understand that this is out of love, or it is out of compulsion, or is it because something is getting violated. For the child, the womb is its safe heaven. It's the abode that it is residing. And when that space is violated, it is like a threat, a feeling of being unsafe, insecure, and being violated happens. And unfortunately, it results in a lot of relationship challenges and self-worth challenges. So I really feel that if you really enjoy intimacy and you want to be intimate during your pregnancy and your way to parenthood, it is a good idea to be a little bit more creative, a little bit more innovative. There are many other ways you can please and pleasure each other, but try and avoid intercourse, because it genuinely results in a lot of problems in not only childhood and teenage issues, but also as an adult. Because remember, as an adult, we are only repeating the patterns we have learned in our childhood, and unfortunately a lot of programming happens in the womb and also till age 7. So I suggest please be more careful and try and be more creative, innovative. use this time to utilize your bond, your emotional, mental bond. The physical bond can always happen, and it will continue to be there if you know how to spice your sex life. I hope this will help you. Till I see you next.